Okay, so yeah, since the penny's such a small target in comparison to the golf ball, if we can chip a penny and consistently get it up in the air, and it doesn't have to roll or anything, but if we can consistently make solid contact with the penny, we know we can make solid contact with the golf ball. So same setup, same grip as what we normally do, just a much smaller target. And if we can consistently get that penny to kind of fly up in the air, yeah, that means we have a really consistent, really precise chipping stroke. And you'll know if you ever come too high, because that penny, oh, I guess I'm hitting it good. But yeah, you'll hear like a slicing sound on top of the penny on top of the club. So, or if you chunk it, it's not going to go anywhere. So if we can consistently be chipping those pennies 4 or 5 feet forward, that'll really improve our chipping stroke. All right, so what we want to do for bunker play is yeah. So you guys have been taught how to hit out of a bunker, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what were some of the things that you were taught, Camden?
Open your stance.
Yeah, open your stance. I learned a lot, like when I went to the PGA house.
Okay.
This week. We drew a line.
Yeah.
And you had to hit the center of the line.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to hit it behind the line or in front.
Oh yeah.
Try to get under the ball.
I love that drill. Just drawing a line. You can't do it on the course, unfortunately. Otherwise it's a 2-stroke penalty. But yeah. So like, were you ever taught like to hit long shots, you want to have that line close to the ball, or shorter shots, you want to have it a little bit further away?
I think so.
Okay. So there's a lot of different ways that people like to control the distance out of the bunker. One way is controlling how their face is lying. Another way is controlling how much sand they take. Some people like to just control they always take the same amount of sand, but they swing different, or at different speeds. So it's all a matter of figuring out what your combination is. My personal combination is I like to change the speed and how much the speed and how much sand I take. So yeah, but I love what Camden said about the line. So if you draw a line right behind the ball, you can't really see it too well since the sand is wet, but yeah, so we draw a line behind the ball, open the stance, and all it is just a really smooth swing. So we have that club face open, and all we do is just smooth swing, and we always want to finish in a full swing position, because if we ever stop at the ball, yeah, so if we just come here and I guess that one came out pretty good. Yeah, a lot of things that I see people do is just that, and they leave that ball in the sand trap. So we always got to make sure we swing all the way through the ball, especially since the sand is wet today. So let's work on that nice smooth follow through, and get that sand to launch out of the bunker. So I'll show you what these things are designed for. So since they are so short, there's no way that trying to swing down here will benefit you any, except by putting you in a hospital and raising your deductible. But the way this works is you just take your grip, and you can very easily see all the positions of the club since it's right up here. And when you swing, you're supposed to swing in like super slow motion. So actually the speed that I'm swinging is fast for this drill. And we just swing and we feel all the positions of the swing, but one habit we've got to avoid is watching the club head. I have a tendency to do that when I'm doing this, but that really lets us feel all the positions of our swing. And we don't have to go this slow, but if you ever practice this at home, yeah, always have that incredibly slow backswing. But for this, we can have a pace, yeah, about like that. Yep, about right there, and you feel all the positions of the swing. And then, yeah, for the follow through, it's the same thing. You swing down really slowly, and you'll feel your transition and the release of your hands, and you'll also feel where your balance is too, because even when you're having a full speed swing, you're gonna have the same balance positions within your that you feel in a Tai Chi swing. It just happens a lot quicker, so you won't notice it. So let's Yeah, let's practice a few of the slow motion swings. And they don't have to be like that slow. You can, yeah, whatever, just a feel good slow pace. There you go. And you don't have to steer the club either. You just, yeah, let the hands do what they need to do, and that club will return however it
Are
was.
these clubs made for this?
Yes. Yeah, these clubs are made for this. I love these things. I'm gonna have to talk to Kathleen and see if I can get one from her. But no, it's yeah. So it's a really good practice drill too, because once you're yeah, when you get up to the top of your swing and you start coming back down and you're doing it in slow motion, you'll actually you'll really feel those core muscles firing. And this drill, even though it's really slow motion, you'll actually you'll build a lot of golf muscle, because as you're coming through here, all those core muscles are firing, and you're getting that rotation, and it's just building those muscles for a very precise swing.